Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. We've got a 60-minute mandala practice ready, but before we start, I wanted to say that if you don't have the time to do a 60-minute practice, I get it. Um, a mandala is really good for adjusting to your time limitations. So as long as you've gone front and back of the mat, an even number of times on both sides, so front and back on the right, front and back on the left, stop there, fast forward, and go to the stretching sequence at the end just to cool down and get yourself, you know, calm down to continue on with your day. So you can adjust a mandala sequence the way I do them to where it's got two mandalas, so a right side back and front and a left side back and front, where it's got four mandalas, where you do that twice, or six, like we do in the full 60-minute practice. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case you are turned off or limited by any 60-minute practice. You adjust it, make it what you need, just like you adjust the practice in terms of poses, adjust it to the way you can fit it into your time. I also want to say before we start, we have balancing poses as always. So if you need a block or a stack of books works great. You don't have to have an actual yoga block. Go ahead and grab that. And when you're ready, come to your back. We're starting, as always, in Supta Baddha Konasana. So on your back, soles of the feet together, heels up near your body. We're actually going to place both hands on your belly today, unless you feel it, you want to place one hand on your heart. No big deal. Whatever feels better for you. We're going to come into our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we're going to come into what's called the box breath, and I'll walk you through that when we get there. So when you're ready, exhale everything out, and on the inhale, we're breathing through our nose, and on the exhale, open mouth. Make a sound if you want to, it doesn't matter, you don't have to. Inhaling through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. So from here, we're going to come into our breathing practice. And we're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. So again, your hands are on your belly, and I want you to feel your belly rise when you inhale and sink when you exhale. So when you're ready, exhaling everything out, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Good deep inhale. And exhale through your mouth or through your nose, does not matter. I went through that pretty quickly just to let you know you can slow that down as much as you want. I wanted to, since it's the first time, I think it's the first time we've done it, I wanted to go ahead and get us used to it before we slow it down and really work on the breath a little bit deeper. So with your hands on your belly, as always, we're going to take a minute to breathe in through the nose, exhale through the nose, making our exhales a little bit longer, listening to your body, feeling where you feel maybe a little bit tighter, where you've got strengths, where you've got challenges, because you want to adjust this practice to make it the best practice for you by doing the poses that feel good. And the way to do that is to listen to your body and how it's responding as you practice. I think that's the best way I've said that so far. Hopefully, you've always been getting that same message. All right, when you're ready, take your hands to your the outsides of your knees. Press your knees together. Come into a nice little tuck. Grab your elbows, wrists, or forearms. Maybe taking a roll side to side, extending the tailbone down to the ground if you can touch. If not, just extend it. And when you're ready, or maybe if you're not ready and you can just force yourself to stop massaging your spine, take your hands behind your knees and let's start rolling up and down the mat. Just a few rolls. Oh, this always feels so good. Up and down. And again, when you're ready on the next roll, roll your feet up, plant your hands, plant your feet, lift your hips up to the sky, and then step yourself back into your downward facing dog. If this is your first downward facing dog, take a minute to walk it out, or if it just feels good, take a minute to walk it out, or you can come into a static downward facing dog. We're just trying to get ourselves kind of used to the stretching, telling our muscles that we're about to start our yoga. When you're ready, come up to the tips of your toes, get that nice stretch in your feet, and then slowly walk yourself up however you like to. So your hands come in between your feet come in between your hands. Take your feet hip width distance apart, 2-fist measurement if you need it. You can take your hips shoulder width distance if that feels better. I always say hip width, but you can go shoulder width, whatever feels best. We're in our ragdoll, dropping your head, relaxing your head, deep bend in the knees. We're just warming up. You can rock side to side. You can hold onto your arms, forearms, elbows, doesn't matter. Just getting a nice stretch, waking yourselves up. Maybe bringing the weight a little bit more into the balls of the feet. And when you're ready, if you've been shifting side to side, go ahead and come to the center. Release your arms if you have them held, and rolling up. Vertebra by vertebra. Stacking your spine. When you get to the shoulders, roll them up, back, and down. Bringing the head up in line with everything else. Bring your big toes together, a little gap in the ankles. Arms out to the side, coming into your Tadasana. Take a breath here. Set your intention for the practice. The intention does not have to be deep or deeply meaningful. It can be if you need it to be, but it doesn't have to be anything huge. It can be something as simple as energy. I just need to bring energy to my practice, energy to my day. I actually need that today. Take one last breath here. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Have a great practice. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. We're coming into our warm up. So inhale, left arm comes up to the sky. Take our twist. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Shoulders over those wrists. Drop the knees. Lift the tailbone. Ashtanga Namaskara. Drop the chin and chest to the ground. Shoulders down the back. Shift the thighs back. Inhale to cobra. Exhale. You can go into a downward facing dog, but I always like to come into a nice child's pose during my warm up. So child's pose for 2 breaths. Exhale for 1. Get a nice stretch here. Make this an active child's pose. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. On the inhale, press yourself up into that tabletop position, tuck the toes under. Exhale, press the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Just one breath here. Inhaling for one and exhaling for one. Look to the front of the mat. Step your right foot between your hands. Left foot comes up. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten that back. Touch the shins if you need to. Exhale, forward fold. Keep that bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, using your core to lift your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And you know what to do. Step your left foot back on the exhale. On the inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, left hand down. Step your right foot back to your left. Arms, shoulders over the wrist. Knees come down to the ground. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Squeeze the elbows in. Ashtanga Namaskara. Chin and chest come down. Shoulders down the back. Thighs slide back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press yourself back into child's pose. And we're here for 2 breaths again. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale, press yourself up to tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. This time, look forward. Step your left foot between your hands. Right foot comes up to meet it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to stand. Coming through 1 sun salutation A. So exhale, forward fold. Only if you're ready. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, float, or hop your feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana, so high plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. You can come through that high plank, low plank with your knees dropped to the ground if you want to. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're here for 1 breath. And exhale, right into it. Our 3 base poses, not right into it. Our 3 base poses are 3-legged dog, warrior 1, and pyramid today. So on the inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, press your left heel down. We're here for 1 breath. Inhale, exhale. On the inhale, step your right foot between your hands, ground through the back left foot. You're keeping it at an angle though, instead of parallel to the back. So that was an exhale. On your inhale, rise up into warrior 1. Exhale to ground. Try and keep that knee over that ankle. Back leg is strong. Hips are square to the front. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. From here, release your hands on either side of that right foot. You might want to bump your left foot up just a little bit. It's up to you. Straighten through that right leg on an inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Stretch the crown of the head forward. And on the exhale, bend your body, fold your body rather, over that right leg, coming into pyramid. Don't push it too far. This is our first time. Hips are square. Right hip pulls back. Left hip pulls forward. We're here for 1 breath. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling for 1. From here, look forward, rebend through that right knee. Lift yourself up onto your heel. We're in a low lunge. Lift your heel up off the ground. We're in our low lunge. And all we're going to do is shift ourselves over into a Skandasana. So right leg stays out, toes lift, hands come to heart center, shift the hips back. Eventually, your right sitting bone comes down to the ground. I'm not there yet. It's going to be a while. If you can get there, great. If not, you're hovering. You're just trying to get a nice deep stretch. On your next inhale, shift your body over to the back of the mat. We're now over our left leg. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back, and we're coming through our vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And all we're going to do is we're going to lift our right leg up to the sky. Tap your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lift that right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog one more time. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, twist through the torso, press through the ground, shoulders over the knees. Inhale, three-legged dog. And now we're taking our variation in that first pose. So go ahead, bend your knee. You can either bend your knee and open your hip, looking under your left armpit, or follow me into wild thing. Knee is bent, right knee is bent. Take the ball of your foot, shift it behind your left leg, lifting your hips, extending your right arm over your right ear. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1. Strong left arm. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. On the inhale, release your right hand back to the ground. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Ground through the back left foot. Inhale, coming in our warrior 1. We're just here for a breath. Exhale to ground. And then inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Release your hands on either side of the right foot. Bump your left foot up if you need to. Straighten through that right leg on the inhale. Extend through the crown of the head, shoulders down the back. You can even walk your hands back as you forward fold on the exhale. Extending the crown of the head to the toes of the right foot. Shifting those hips so your right hip presses back, left hip comes forward. We're just here for that 1 breath. And I think we've done it by now. So if you walked your hands back, walk them forward, bend through that right knee, coming up on to the ball of the foot with that left heel, lifting it up. I'll get it right eventually. Shift yourself over. We're coming back over to the top of the mat. So shifting toward the left, straighten through that right foot, coming through our Skandasana. Sitting the right hip back, crown of the head extends to the sky, spine stays long, shoulders down the back. Shift your body forward. Or sorry, to the top of the mat, not forward. Shift your body to the top of the mat. You're over that left knee now. And all we're going to do is step our right foot up to meet our left foot. And we're coming into Patagustasana. So take a deep bend in the knees. Feet are hip width distance apart. 2-piece fingers come around your big toes. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, shoulders down the back. Lengthen the crown. Straight spine. Exhale. Use those elbows. Pull them out and draw your upper body down. Head is loose, but the crown of the head is extending to the ground. Shoulders down the back. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. On the inhale, lift your body up to that halfway lift. And we're going to come through our vinyasa to get right back into the left-hand side. So plant your hands, step float or hop your feet back. Coming through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So this is our second mandala. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Coming in at 3-legged dog. We're just here for a breath. Just introducing the poses. So inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Right heel presses down. Step your left foot in between the hands on the inhale. Exhale to ground yourself in this low line, exhale to ground yourself with that right foot at a slight angle. Inhale, warrior 1. Hips are square. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. From here, release your hands either side of that right foot. You might want to bump that left foot forward. We're going to inhale, straighten that left leg, shoulders down the back, crown of the head extends, hips are square. Exhale, fold yourself over that leg. A lot of instructions there. Inhaling for 1, exhaling for 1. On the inhale, look forward, rebend that knee, lift the heel so you're in that low lunge. And all we're doing is rotating to the back of the mat, coming through our Skandasana. So this time, left leg extends, crown of the head lifts up to the sky, tailbone extends down. Getting that nice deep stretch, shoulders down the back. And on your next inhale, rotate to the back of the mat. You are now over your right knee. Plant your hands. Step your right leg back, coming through Vinyasa. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now remember last time we were here, we did the left leg elbow tap, or sorry, right leg elbow taps. So it's time for the left leg. Lifting your left leg in three-legged dog. On the inhale, exhale, left knee to left elbow, shoulders over those wrists. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, twist through the torso. Inhale, three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend that left knee. You're either opening your hip, looking under your right armpit, or you're staying in three-legged dog. That's fine too. Or you're coming with me into your wild thing. Left ball of the foot comes behind the right leg, extending the hips up to the sky. Left arm comes over the ear. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. On the inhale, release the left arm back to the ground. Left foot comes to the sky. Exhale, step that left foot in between the hands. On the inhale, ground through the right foot. Inhaling into your warrior 1. Hips are square. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Shifting forward, releasing those hands either side of that left foot, maybe hopping the right foot. On the inhale, straighten through that left foot. We're coming into our pyramid. Crown of the head extends. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Left hip shifts back, right hip forward. Maybe walking your hands backward. Just here for a breath. And exhale. Inhaling, hands come either side of that left foot, shifting into our low lunge. Right heel comes up. Exhale, rotate your body over back to the top of the mat, extending your left leg out, coming through that Skandasana. One more time. Tailbone drops, crown of the head lifts, spine is as long as you can get it, hands to heart center. And on your next inhale, shift your body round to the top of the mat. Oh, it looks like I might be buffering. I hope I'm not. There we go. Plant the hands. Now I'm distracted because I'm sorry if it buffered. Planting the hands, stepping our our left foot up to our right. This time we're coming into Patahastasana. So we're going to take that deep bend in the knees, feet are hip width distance apart, tuck the palms of the hands underneath the soles of the feet, toes are at the wrist creases. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Get that crown of the head to extend as far away from the tailbone as possible. Exhale, elbows bend out, body bends forward. We're just here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhaling for 2. Exhale for 2. On the inhale, release your hands from underneath the feet. We're coming into our second, or I guess our third mandala. So we're planting our hands, stepping or floating our feet backward through our vinyasa. Chaturanga, shift that body forward to drop it down. Inhale, up dog, open that collarbone. Exhale, down dog. All right, so we're on the right side again. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale, step your right foot up between the hands. Exhale, ground through that back left foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale this time to tumble warrior. So exhale, release or grasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, shift the body forward, bringing that right shoulder inside of the right knee. Trying to keep the hips down. You might need to extend your stance a little bit wider. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1. Exhale for 1. Shoulders are hanging over the head. Inhaling for 2. Sorry, fists are hanging over the head. Exhale for 2. Release your hands either side of that right foot. Again, bumping your back foot up if you need to. Inhale, straighten through that right foot, coming into our pyramid. Exhale, forward fold. Your heels are still in line with each other, just like they would be in warrior 1. Inhale, straighten through that spine. Keep it long as you rebend through that right knee. And we're shifting over to the left side, or the back of the mat, over the left knee. This time, we're stepping our right foot back to meet our left, coming through our vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And now we are in our downward facing dog. But what I want you to do is inhale, right leg up. And you're either going to come into Skandasana practice, or you're just going to tap that elbow. So you're inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend through those knees. Tap the upper arm, or go ahead, bend the arms, shift forward, Kundinasana. Release from wherever you were. Coming through another vinyasa, up dog, and down dog. From here, we're taking it into the back mandala. So inhale to lift that right leg. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale, step that right foot up. Ground through that back left foot. Coming up into our warrior 1. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Releasing your hands on either side of that right foot. Now you're either coming into your pyramid pose again, and that's great, or we're going to take the variation. And all we're going to do from here is we're going to shift our body forward, and we're coming into airplane. So we're lifting our leg like we're coming into warrior 3, taking our arms either side of the body. Exhale and tilt yourself down. So you're lifting somewhere in between warrior 3 and standing split. Arms are lifted alongside the body. We've only got 2 more breaths, don't worry. Crown of the head is extending. This is your second exhale. Second of 3. 1 more breath. Inhale for 1. And exhale. Release your hands down to the ground. Step that left leg back. We're in another low lunge. All we're doing is rotating ourselves back to the front of the mat. And we're planting our hands, stepping our left foot back to meet our right, coming through our vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. That's it. We've just done number 3 on the right side. This time, we've got the left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale to ground. Square those hips. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling for 1. Step the left foot in between the hands on the inhale. Exhale, ground through that back left foot. Inhaling, warrior 1. Hips are square, back foot's at a nice angle. Inhaling for 1. Staying here if you're going to stay here. If not, we're coming into humble warrior. So you're exhaling, grasping your hands behind your back. Inhale to lengthen, shoulders down the back, crown of the head extends. Exhale, forward fold. Left shoulder comes inside that left knee. Fists come over the head. Hips drop down. Don't let them get too high. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. On the inhale, release your hands either side of that left foot. Come up into your low lunge, shifting, or not in your low lunge. Keep that right foot anchored on the ground, bouncing it up a little bit if you need to get it a little bit closer. Inhaling, straightening through that left foot. We're coming into our pyramid. Square those hips. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. Exhale, forward fold over that left foot. We're just here for a breath. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling for 1. Inhale, lift your body up, bend through that left knee one more time. We are rotating to the back of the mat, just shifting around. Step your right foot back to meet your left, coming through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Smile through that collarbone. Exhale, down dog. From here, we're practicing our Kundanyasa one more time. So you are coming through your 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Exhale, you're either tapping way up here, up on your, like your bicep if you're a left foot, or you're coming with me, bending through those arms, chaturanga arms. I can't straighten my left foot because I'm by a wall, but shifting that body forward. Without that balance, that's hard. Shifting your body just a little bit forward onto those arms and release from wherever you are, slowly and carefully. If you're in Kundanyasana, you're coming through your low plank, straight into up dog, and then pressing back into downward facing dog. So now we've got left side on the back of the mat. On your next inhale, lift your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale to ground. Inhale for breath 1. Exhale. On your inhale, step your right foot between your hands, left foot between your hands, ground through that back right foot, shoulders down the back, coming up into your warrior 1. Ground through it for the exhale. If you're coming with me, we're releasing. I know I did this differently earlier. If you're coming with me, you are releasing down into your pyramid or into your airplane. If you're staying in pyramid, you're inhaling, straightening that left foot. You know what to do. So if you're coming into airplane, you're lifting through, extending the arms, either side of the body. Exhale, bending yourself at an angle somewhere between warrior 3 and standing split. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Release your hands either side of that left foot. Release that right foot back slowly, slowly. And listen carefully because this time we're going to do a little bit different. We're coming through Prasarita. So rotate yourself to where you're at the center of your mat. You're either coming into a halfway lift. So right here, staying here, lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the tailbone, pull them apart. When I say that, imagine yourself pulling your tailbone apart from the top of your head, like you're pulling a string away from each other, or the two ends of a string away from each other. If you want to take this a little bit farther, you are exhaling and bending through the hips so that you take this and the crown of the head comes a little bit farther down. You can widen your stance if you want to. If you would like to take the headstand, you are walking your hands through your legs. Head comes down. You can take any pose you want or hand position, but if you take tripod, make sure you can see all 10 fingers. We're just here for one more breath. And on your next exhale, back down to the ground. Everybody's inhaling, lifting to that halfway lift. Long, straight spine. Shoulders down the back. On the exhale, rotate over that right foot, coming to the top of the mat one more time. Step the right foot back, coming through your vinyasa. Exhale down. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And this is all we've got. We've just got 2 more, nothing in between. We're moving straight through it. So on your inhale, lifting your right leg up into 3-legged dog. Exhale to ground. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Take an exhale to ground through that left leg. Whew, my brain. Ground through that left leg. Instead of coming into warrior 1, we're taking a variation back here or up here. So you can come in on your inhale to warrior 1, or take the right hand to the inside of that right leg, and we're coming into extended angle. So go ahead and take your foot at a parallel to the back of the mat. You can stay here, hands on hip. Inhale, extend your left arm over that left ear. If this is too much, bring it up. Place your right forearm, my lefts and my rights today again, on your right thigh. But if not, you're with me. Hand inside of the leg. If you want to take it a little bit farther, you're coming with me again, and you're taking it into the bind. We've got 2 more breaths here. Inhaling for 1. Rotate that body, that chest up to the sky. Exhale for 1. Don't let that hip pop up. Inhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Look to the right foot. Release those hands either side of the right foot. We're bumping the left foot up if you need to. Inhaling, extending the right leg, squaring through those hips, pulling that right hip back. Exhale, forward fold over that leg. Crown of the head stays long. We're just here for 1 breath. Inhaling for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. I hope you are sweating as much as I am. Exhale for 2. Inhale, lengthen the spine, bend through that right knee, lift the left heel, and we're rotating to the back of the mat. No big deal. This time we're not even taking a vinyasa. We're planting, you can if you want to, but we're planting our hands either side of that left foot, stepping that left foot back into our down dog, and right away, we are lifting that right leg up to the sky, coming into our 3-legged dog. Now, you can, again, stay in that 3-legged dog if you want to, or you can Take your right knee, bend it, touch your left elbow, and come into falling triangle. So extend your right leg out to the side, lifting your left arm up to the sky. You can even lift your foot off the ground if you want more of a challenge. I find it hard to talk there, so I'm definitely not going there today. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 1, exhaling for 1. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. On the inhale, release your left hand down to the ground. Lift the right leg up just so that you can exhale. Step your warrior 1. Exhale to ground. Inhale